What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? What y'all got going on? I got another one for you. I had to tap in on this one. Boy had me feeling some kind of way. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go on and run one to this so we could get this shit straight. We just gonna get some straightening going on right now, all right?
I can't even get $5,000 out of my account. Down. No, but the man now.
And this woman became a serious pain after being denied boarding.
You're harassing me at this point. I'm asking you to leave.
Giving you multiple warnings that we need to leave. You've refused to leave. That doesn't matter.
But both of them would realize that officers don't mess around.
We're gonna go in cuffs right now until you calm down, okay? Let's go.
This is crap.
Now, I'm going to be reacting to his reactions. This is going to be a one-time situation, or maybe not. We'll see. But I think this should be okay. I'm not just running his content. I'm actually running the video. But I had a problem with some of the shit I was hearing him say. So I was like, let me double down on this and react to his reaction.
My passport back.
Pulling away
I'm not pulling away from you. The law. You don't have to. That's not the law.
Starting
Now, it wasn't that one that had me feeling some kind of way. I'm gonna keep it all the way live. This first one, though, this right here is sad that this shit's still taking place, and I didn't appreciate this, and I think I needed to shine a little light on this subject right here. So let me clarify, since this cat right here got everything all mixed up.
with the bank Karen, who was called on for being disorderly.
You got your phone. Give me my damn money.
Hey, calm down. What's going on?
Now, I just want you to take a look at him. Not the man and the woman in the video. Just take a look at the cat doing the commentary. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is why he don't understand this. And so I'm going to do some breakdown for you.
You're trying to get money out of
All I want is $5,000. It's 2025.
All right. So this is an elderly couple in the bank. That's Chase, too. It's Chase Bank. I confirmed it's Chase Bank. This is an elderly couple in Chase Bank trying to make a measly $5,000 withdrawal. All right, we talking about $5,000. This shit is nothing. This is crumbs. This is not no money. Motherfuckers move around hundreds of thousands of dollars every day from bank to bank. Motherfuckers moving millions from the bank to the market and back on a regular day-to-day basis. I personally go in and out and pull this and more out of the bank regularly is not an issue. $5,000 should not be a problem. 20, yeah, they might tell you that you need to get a cashier's check, or you might need to come back, schedule an appointment to pick up 20. But 5, they supposed to just hand you $5,000. Shouldn't have been no issue with this.
I can't even get $5,000 out of my account.
Down.
No, but the man now.
Calm down with me.
Now, immediately, the woman seems like trouble. But
Right. So what he's saying right now, this is the shit. This is what got my attention and why I doubled back and did the video. And the reason why is because he don't understand a couple of things that I'm gonna make clear. So let's hear what he got to say.
it's worth noting that banks are high-stress places, because people have their money there and people need their money. So with these kinds of calls, the officer would be more empathetic and try as much as possible not to arrest the woman.
I don't give a damn about you.
Okay, all right, listen.
All I want is my money.
Okay,
You got the damn ID.
okay. Who are you, sir?
Her wife,
Okay,
her husband.
watch out of the way. Watch out of the way. Move out of my...
All right, now notice he's telling the husband to move out of his way, and he's approaching this lady. So later on in this video, you're going to hear him say, she approached me and she was jumping up in my face. He's asking her husband to first move out of the way.
The man knows what his wife is capable of. That's why
No, it's not a man. That man know what his wife is capable of. He's protecting his wife as he should. Hats off to you, big dog.
He's standing in the officer's way, but now the woman is agitated.
And let's mention the fact that she also is the one that called the police. So I was watching it and I was under the assumption that the police were called on her. That's not the case. This lady called the police herself. So they are there to tend to her. And so it don't look like they tending to her. I don't know what police station this is, and it ain't 100% they fault, but at the same time, I don't think some of this shit should have took place. And then this cat right here talking, he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
And the officer is agitated, and it's not going to end well.
We don't care if the officer is agitated. That's his job. He came out to perform his job. If he got some kind of issue with the work that he do, he need to retire and find another job. He got a high stress job. He got to deal with belligerent people, delinquents, people that are committing crimes, criminals, wrongdoers, all that shit. He don't have it in his job description to be able to get frustrated with somebody that just called him for help.
We're gonna step over here. We're gonna step over here. We're gonna go in cuffs right now until you.
All right, so he immediately grabbed her and put her in cuffs. She's the one that called the police because the bank is discriminating against her right now. So this is Chase Bank discriminating against this black woman, and she had a problem with it. And at her ripe age of 60 plus years old, it offended her. She's offended. She's not angry and belligerent because she's intoxicated or because she a bad person. She is offended. This lady worked in a bank for years serving people, so she know how the job is supposed to be done. And she know that this lady behind that counter is giving her a hard time over some crumbs.
You calm down, okay? Okay,
Please.
sir, move out of the way.
Babe, just calm down.
We're going in cuffs right now.
Just
So multiple times you hear him saying, "Sir, move out of the way. Sir, move out of the way." So I would love to get an update on what happened here, but you hear him saying, "Sir, move out the way." That means he has to move somebody to get to her, not she jumped up in his face.
calm.
Boy, Adam,
Please
David,
don't.
Adam, Paul.
Just calm.
We're going in cuffs, so you calm
Boy,
down.
Adam,
Just
David,
calm.
Adam, Paul.
Babe.
Adam.
And then you see how this cat is smiling at this part. This shit not funny. Ain't nothing about this funny. You don't realize first how hard that woman had to work, how hard and how many years that woman had to work to get that money. Right? And then on top of that, save it. All right? And then when she need it or want access to it, she get profiled and they don't want to hand over her own money with her ID in her hand at 60 plus years old. Come on, man.
Adam Lincoln.
Give me a hand.
Sir,
Got
please.
your ID.
She's not under arrest at this point.
Okay, but
She's
please.
just.
Are you serious?
We're just trying to get our.
Okay, and then he said you're not under arrest at this point. So nothing's taking place that would cause this lady to be under arrest or in handcuffs. Even if she was belligerent and loud inside of the bank, that's still on the bank to decide whether or not they want her arrested. Not up to the officer, but he putting her in handcuffs clearly. She called for help and because these people are being racist against her at this bank, and she would like to have the money that she need for whatever the fuck she needed for, to use it for whatever she needs the money for. She need her money right now, and so she came in with an identification and a Chase credit card. So under most circumstances, you don't need nothing else. I personally bank with Chase, so Chase is like so smooth. I rarely even have to show my ID because I'm at my bank so often. I got a couple of businesses. One of them is Whatnot, King Midas, and Black Bullion. Black Bullion is the name of my coin and bullion company. And then I got a trucking company too. So I'm at the bank quite often. One of my banks is Chase. I'm a regular there. I never show ID. It's been times I didn't have my card or my ID on me and was still able to withdraw thousands of dollars out of my very own account with no problem.
Money.
She's calming down.
She's got all her.
Get a picture, please.
She's got all.
Good.
I love this.
She's got all her.
Come on, let's step over here.
I'm not moving
Just
nowhere.
wait, come
Let's
on,
go.
please.
Are you serious? A Saturday morning.
Let's go.
All I want is $5,000 out of my account, cash money.
Let's go.
And why are you doing this?
Let's go.
This is crap.
So she's angry for the exact same reason I thought. Not being
No, she ain't. She ain't angry because of what he thought. She angry because it's hard making money. And then when you want your money, you want your money. And the last thing you want is somebody giving you a hard time about getting your money because of the color of your skin. That's crazy.
able to get your money from the bank, and it can be very frustrating.
Yeah, you saying that, but do you realize why she was unable to get her money from the bank? She was unable to get her money from the bank because of her skin color. So that's beyond frustrating. That shit is like degrading. And when you degrade somebody, they subject not to respond well.
But this isn't the way to go about it.
She's detained right now. I'm going to sit her in the back of the car to calm down. She's just screaming. Let's go. Let's go.
Are you serious?
Let's go.
Right, they telling her let's go. She the one that called them no.
Not doing this.
I ain't either.
Walk.
You walk. Oh, you damn
You're sitting in
head
the back. You're sitting in the back.
Get your mom in the back.
You have anything on you?
Now she being disrespectful at this point, but she in handcuffs now. So how she feel is I walked into the bank that I bank with, that I've been keeping my money in, expecting them to keep my money safe for me. And then when I came to get it, y'all are playing games with me because of my nationality. You didn't ask me for 3 forms of ID when you took my money. I didn't need it to make the deposit. I shouldn't need it to make a withdrawal. And so I get it. Is she right at this point for talking to him like that? No, she wrong as fuck. But the frustration is not about, oh, they just won't give me my money. And he popping this shit like it was just about, oh, they wouldn't give me my money. No, I'm being racially profiled inside the bank where I keep majority of my money. Possibly because Chase do home loans too. So it's a strong possibility that's where she pay her mortgage. That's where she keep her retirement money. That might be where she keep her investment fund. You don't have the slightest idea how it feel for a motherfucker to be holding your bag and then tell you that I just don't like the way you look and start giving you a harder time about it, white boy, and you'll never understand it.
31, can you search before I said it? No.
And then let me make something else clear. I'm not against this cat. This cat right here, I'm not against him. I fucks with him. But you read this one wrong, B. So I just wanted to come here and clear it up for you. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm not getting at you. I'm just giving you some more perspective on this because you're not really qualified to call this one.
Go ahead and sit. Go ahead
And then shouts out to his channel, Vigilant Cam.
and sit. I'm not doing this. Sit down. Sit. Do you want another charge?
You can charge me
Sit
whatever
down.
you want to.
Sit.
Right. So see how he at the car now saying you want another charge? These are threats. This woman called y'all. I don't see how in the fuck you get to where you threatening her now. You know what I'm saying? And then earlier when you put them cuffs on her, you told her she wasn't under arrest. That you not been arrested. You've been detained. All right. So now you saying, do you want another charge as if there's a pending charge?
Sit in the car.
At this point, you can charge me whatever
Oh my
you
God.
want
Do you
to.
want, listen, the choice
Black,
is...
try in the bank.
All right, there we go.
Sit down.
Black, try.
Yeah, that's this is the part that kind of pissed me off, B. You just tossed that shit to the wind like it was nothing. But what she's saying is real shit. And we don't need you to confirm it. You dig what I'm talking about? Bank of America's been sued over it. You feel me? They not being sued has been sued. Past tense, already paid out the money to the people they discriminated against, the mortgage loans. I used to be a loan officer. And so, for sure, I know. Bank of America, predatory lending. You feel me? It was what it was. It wasn't up for negotiation. 100 motherfuckers, 10 times your stature, couldn't argue it away with degrees in law. Because you know they bank, so they got good attorneys. So they tried everything before they accepted they fate. And so if those guys with law degrees couldn't clear that shit up, the way you throw that shit to the left like it's just another thing type shit, that shit is out of pocket, P. You know, and so let me just let you know that.
Trying to bank. That's what I am.
That is nothing. Sit down.
Black trying to bank.
Now, I've been here before. I knew.
No, you ain't never been here, B. You won't never be there. You'll never understand it. You ain't never had a motherfucker look at you no kind of way because of the color of your skin. You ain't never had a motherfucker decide in they mind that you wasn't gonna get the service and the quality of attention that you deserved as a person because you were a black person. So let's hear it.
The racism bit was coming. I just didn't know when.
Why didn't you? The whole situation is rooted in racism. She was in the bank with her identification and her Chase credit card, mind you. So really, I don't know what she needs this cash for, but if she has an ID and a Chase credit card, she could go make a $5,000 purchase anywhere. She didn't need to come. She just wanted cash. This is where all this shit come from. She just wanted cash. $5,000. She got a credit card from Chase. She could go make a purchase. She could spend her money. She didn't want to spend her. She wasn't trying to spend her money. She was trying to get cash in her hand. She may need it for something, one of her family members, a relative. Who knows? I don't know. But the problem was, and the racism, where the shit at? The racism started since you was wondering when she was going to pull the black card. She pulled the black card from the jump. That's how the police got there in the first place.
Sit. I'm gonna give you one.
Black.
I'm gonna give you one more chance here.
Bank. At Chase.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. All right, sit. Get in the damn car.
And they was a little rough with her, but you know, shit, she giving them a hard time now. So a lot of this she bought on herself as far as the way they conducted theyself with her, but the way it was just tossed in the wind, that she didn't have a potential issue that was worth her being upset about. So you got to remember how you just threw that shit into the wind like it was nothing. It's people that did march, been beat, bitten by dogs, and dogged all the way the fuck out for her to be able to just walk in that bank through the front door and go get her money. And so with the frustration that you seeing that you mistakenly call misplaced, that shit is from hundreds of years of disrespect. And that's why you'll never get it. You see, that's an older black woman. She came up initially in a time when it was a lot harder for people than it is now. Thank God that things are better. You know what I'm saying? We got better people in place and laws put in place. But, you know, they still put their knee in your neck and, you know what I'm saying? You still won't, you know what I mean? It still is what it is. And some people feel this way. Hence Chud the Builder, all these other cats, boom, 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 boom. Some people don't care about who you are as a person or what you accomplished or what college you went to or your aspirations and your goals or how big your character and conduct is. They don't care about none of that shit. They just only care about one thing, the color of your skin. That's all that matters to some people. It's unfortunate, but it's the real deal. And so, unfortunately for this lady, she ran into one this morning that wanted to give her a hard time. All right. And so she's saying 2025, it's 2026. And like I said, I walk in and out of Chase with a lot more than $5,000 and I ain't never been asked for nothing. So it ain't so, because I'm saying that to say, not like, oh, $5,000 nigga moving, none of that shit. I'm saying that to say that whatever check and error system she got going, whatever she's saying was implemented at her bank because of fraud, which I believe Chase is JP Morgan Chase. So all the banks are actually Chase banks. None of them are independently owned. And so that would mean that everybody would be under the same structure. And so there is no let me see a fourth and a fifth form of ID because you withdrawn over $5,000 check put in place. That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. So it might have been for her that day to her, but that's not a real thing. If I got to put on my camera glasses and go into the bank and withdraw $5,000, I'll show you that there is no rule or regulation that requires Chase to ask for additional information when making a $5,000 withdrawal. That's $5,000 is crumbs.
Jesus.
Now I get it.
We have one detained.
Police is upset. They got to deal with some
I walked in
bullshit.
there and I heard her yelling.
1120.
I get up there, I'm like, hey, what's going on? She turns around and starts getting in my face. She's like, I don't give up, and starts screaming. I was like, we're not doing this. So I cuffed her, and that's when you walked up.
So right now, she's not necessarily under arrest.
You saying that, but the person that actually put her in handcuffs, said additional charges, which means there is an additional charge. There's already a pre-existing charge for there to be additional. All right, so in her mind, she getting arrested, so that's why she acting the way she acting. And for somebody that spent 65 years on this planet, in America, dealing with racism majority of their life, and still was able to maintain good character and good poise and accomplish some shit in life and have it where she could go pull $5,000 out the bank on a Saturday morning. She had to have structure in her life, and she structured her life all this time, and she just can't believe that here in 2025 at that time, but 2026, racism actually still exists. But it do. It's unfortunate, but it do, and so maybe not as bad as it was and all that shit, but it's still people that just give you a hard time just because they know they can, and shit like this will happen. Instead of the police coming to find out exactly what she was so frustrated about, their initial shit was just put her in handcuffs. No respect for this woman that's maintained a good life for 65 years and not gotten any trouble, no charges or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them treat criminals with more respect than they just treated this lady with, which is her whole issue from the beginning.
She's just going to sit in the back of a car until she can cool down while the officer finds out what's actually going on. But if they want to, the officers can take her for disorderly conduct and resisting.
So I have no idea. I haven't talked to her. Her husband was in there and kept standing in my way. I was like, get out of my way, and I had to shove him to cuff her and get her out.
All right, so he just said what I said. The husband was standing in the way. He had to push him out the way to get to her. So all that she jumped up in my face shit, she was being aggressive towards me, that shit cap. We all watched the video together. We don't see that. So this lady was frustrated and probably aggressive, and belligerent. I get it, but a person can only take so much disrespect, and then you gotta fuck around and find out.
And her husband, he could be also charged with obstructing, but
he can't be charged with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't charge him with nothing. So, you would like to think that for whatever purposes, but no, that's cap.
Likely won't, because it's only normal to try and stop your wife.
Y'all notice he doing police videos with the piggy in the back. He got the pig in the glasses in the back. And I guess was supposed to be like one of his great uncles. It looked like they had slaves.
From getting arrested at first.
What's going on?
I have no idea. I'm trying to find out what's wrong with my wife.
Hey, stop walking away from me. I'm trying to talk to you.
I'm trying to find out what's going on with my wife.
Well, I'm trying to... Hold on. Hey! Stop moving!
I didn't like this part neither. She keep talking to him he ain't under arrest. He ain't under no suspicion. Bitch, he don't got to answer to you. Get the fuck out of his way, bitch. Not you stay here, stand here. I don't know where these people get off just under the impression like they run you. These people don't run you. They can give you lawful they can give you lawful instructions and lawful direction, but outside of the law, bitch, you don't run nothing around here. That's a grown ass man. How dare you stand in his way and tell him he has to answer to you? Bitch, he going to see about his wife.
Moving. Stop moving. I'm trying to talk to you. What happened?
Nah, bitch, you don't direct my movement, bitch. You go tell your partner what to do. I'm going to go see what's happening with my bitch.
Inside?
I don't know. I walked in.
You weren't.
I was sitting in the car.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I know she went in to get money.
Okay.
Okay, she left her phone with all her accounts and stuff, information on it, but she gets questioned for all these IDs.
Okay.
Okay, we got the money in the account. I'm sitting here wondering why we can't get it.
She's talking to you, not me. Talk to her.
Okay, but
That's bullshit. I didn't like that neither. All right. I didn't like that neither. So I don't like this. I decided I don't like him. That motherfucker right there. I don't like that shit. You talking to her, not me. Bitch, y'all both are under the same entity. I shouldn't be talking to either one of you motherfuckers. What y'all should have did was make this bitch do some kind of verification and hand us our bread, bitch. What the fuck?
I walked in, see what's taking so long. Mm-hmm. She's standing there, she's saying she can't get her money. She gave her the two IDs that she wanted.
Okay.
But she didn't have her PIN number because her phone's in the car.
Okay.
And now I'm walking in like, what's going on? She said, they won't give me my money.
Okay. Yeah, they called us saying that she was. Hold on, let me.
I got it. I'm sure she's hot.
She is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would be too, white boy. You would be too.
Never had issue with nothing like this.
I think, we're worried that.
I get it, honey.
What
I
if
know
she's...
in this day and age, we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I've been black all my life and I've had to deal with it. But, we're trying to get money, honestly, out of our own account.
Yeah. They said that she was trying to.
Y'all catch that? He said, we got to deal with it. That's the part that this cat right here, he ain't getting. Is that we just got to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see a motherfucker wigging out and throwing tantrums every single motherfucking day. Now, you can only put so much water in a cup until it start to spill out. So every now and then, it start to spill out. But usually motherfuckers walk around with a half a cup of bullshit that y'all done poured on us and ain't nobody said nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody made no fuss about it or nothing. Usually motherfucker able to keep their composure, but it be the straw that broke the camel's back type shit. Like that's enough. You don't know what a motherfucker then went through to get this money, and now you trying to put me through some extra strenuous shit for me to get access to my own bread when I could pull half it. I don't even know why the fuck she went in there. She could have went to the ATM and got $3,500 twice out of that motherfucker. What's the hold up here?
To get all the money out of the account, so they were just concerned about her identity being valid.
All right, and then catch this bitch. You hear what she said? So they were concerned that you were taking all of the money out of the account. Nobody's told this bitch that was all of their money. He's laughing because it's like, bitch, you don't know I got $2 million in that bank account. And all I came to come get was a measly $5,000 and bitch, you talking this shit. And so they wasn't concerned that, we cleaning the account out. Bitch, there's plenty of bread up in that motherfucker.
So whatever she was producing wasn't sufficient for them. So I don't know what she was.
Does it count?
Yeah, I don't know what she was producing.
She got
but I'm gonna go find out.
ID.
Okay, I'm gonna
just
go.
Like this is what we had to get.
All right, I'm gonna go find out. Okay.
Oh man.
All right.
And the reason she's in cuffs is because she's turned around and started screaming at me.
Well, she's upset.
Listen, man, I get it, but it's for her.
Here we go with this I get it shit. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. It's hard to get money. That shit is, you don't know what a motherfucker had to do to get money. You know what I'm saying? And so when it's time for you to get access to your money, you don't want the color of your skin being the shit that stand in between you getting your own motherfucking money out the bank. You feel me?
I understand.
It's for her safety and everybody else's safety.
I understand, but
Yeah.
that girl ain't gonna hurt nobody. She just
Listen,
mad,
I don't
man.
think she's gonna hurt anybody either,
She's
right?
just mad.
But she's losing her mind, so that's why she's in the back of the car right
mad,
now.
man.
I get it.
So what happened?
So she wanted to take out.
Okay, so just so we clear about it, the banker is now about to clarify it. So listen to what this bitch say.
5,000. She had her debit card and her credit card. So our system kind of has.
Notice she didn't mention that she also had her ID. She said she had her debit card and her credit card. She didn't say anything about state ID. So what you should be saying is she had her state ID, her debit card, and her credit card.
Some like security measures in place when it's a larger amount, and I asked for either the debit card with PIN, which she said she didn't have, or her.
Now she's saying that it's requiring a debit card and PIN. So that's cap. Like I said, I go to Chase all the time. That's cap. You don't have to have your debit card or none of that shit. They can make a cash withdrawal out of your account. No debit card required. All right. And then she also just said that she didn't have it. But you just said that she had her debit card and her credit card. So either she had her debit card and her credit card, or she only had her credit card and not her debit card.
Her phone number to send a passcode, and she said she didn't have it. She wasn't going to go get it.
Okay.
So the system places.
Did she have her ID with her?
She had her ID.
Okay.
She had.
So the cop just had to ask. Notice when this bitch started explaining, that's a motherfucker start popping and they give up their position. That's why people don't talk when they play poker. You know what I'm saying? You don't hold idle conversation while you playing poker. As soon as she opened her mouth, you could tell that she's lying. It's clear. She didn't even mention that the lady had her ID. She said she had her credit card and her debit card. Then she turned right around and said that the lady didn't have her debit card. She needed her debit card and her PIN number to make the withdrawal. She didn't have her debit card, and she never mentioned that she had an ID until the police officer asked, "Well, did she have an ID?"
Her credit card.
Okay. So she gave you ID and a credit card, but your system has secondary measures because it's a large amount.
Yes. And with fraud being.
With fraud being really bad. So she suspected her of fraud. Somebody that was walking in with a identification card that said they were 65 plus years old, with a bank account that I'm sure was secured 20 plus years ago. If she worked in the bank, she's been banking. So it ain't like she worked at a bank all them years and she just started using one. I'm pretty sure she's been banking with Chase for years. So she got an old ass bank account, the debit card, the credit card, and her identification. Bitch, what is the secondary measure for at this point? And why would you suspect this lady of committing fraud?
Really bad.
So why did she want us called? What did she say?
Because she wants.
Clearly. So that's what I was barking about earlier. I know I probably got a little aggressive, but she's the one that called them. Not the bank called the police on her. So it's not for her to be a public nuisance or disturbing the peace. They would have had to make the phone call and the complaint.
You to make me give you her money.
I see.
Okay, so.
And so he smiled and nodded his head like that shit is just something. I hope she sue. Chase gonna be hard as shit to sue. But, it's worth making an attempt, I guess.
Interestingly, she actually called the police to the bank. I thought it was the bank that called. But
of course you did. Of course you did. You thought somebody called the police on this bitch for doing something she ain't no business. She ain't doing nothing but trying to get her money out the bank, man.
But then, when the officer came, she started yelling at him and got herself arrested. That's
bogus. That's the bogus part.
It's just ironic.
So was that all the money in their account?
He said that's just ironic. That's not ironic. That's so disrespectful. And so if you understood that, you could understand how that anger got a second wind once a motherfucker started trying to handcuff her about this shit.
That's what we were told on
they had more than.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thanks.
From this Mr. Rogers looking bitch. Look at this bitch. You could tell she built like a bag of groceries.
In the car with his debit cards, that would have prevented the whole thing.
Yeah, but she was being difficult about it. So. Okay. All right.
So it's only a very minor issue that could have been solved with some calm communication. The woman just needed to give the cashier the PIN sent to her phone by the bank, and she'd have her $5,000. But now, the officers can communicate this to her and her husband, and hopefully they handle it well.
No, we ain't handling that shit well. My baby sitting in the back of a motherfucking police car for us trying to go get our own bread out the bank. And you know what I'm talking about? You trying to tell me I'm just supposed to accept it because this is just how they decided to deal with me today. You know what I'm saying? And then especially if you walking up and see, I get offended about this kind of shit because it be, and I'm not cutting nobody, but it be lower class people making these decisions on people that are of a higher class education and financial background than them. So it's like that lady's a banker. She make all of $21 an hour. Those people look retired and could be millionaires. How dare a $21 an hour bitch question a motherfucker that done what it take to be a millionaire? You get me? So it don't really bother me much because I'm just like a happy-go-lucky person. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally good energy. I just make the best out of everything. That's what I do. But I do get frustrated sometimes when I catch motherfuckers that would normally be serving my lunch trying to make a decision over my head when I got several years college education and been a business owner for several years and been running, other people's businesses for several years. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there is like my kryptonite. I don't like motherfucker making minimum wage trying to like run no program on me personally. If you racist and you richer than me, I don't mind it. It's okay. I'm just a po nigga then. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not richer than me, then you can't be racist towards me. This is America, and we racist against bad credit and poverty. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We this is America, and we only racist against bad credit and poverty. We don't care about what color your skin is. If that dollar is green, you dig it? And so this is a situation. It was just a situation. I had to jump in here and tap in. I seen it and I was like, ooh, let me, you know what I'm saying? Something I actually felt passionate. Usually I just be kind of like running it. And I was like, oh, this is something that I kind of feel a little passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt some kind of way about it, seeing it myself. And I was like, okay, this would be a good opportunity for me to vibe with the subscribers and some new people coming in to check me out. And then for Vigilant Cam, no offense, big dog, but it's, you could sit and try to understand. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you for even making an attempt to be understanding. But you won't understand this. And know that it wasn't just this situation. This was just the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say how old I am, but for all the years that I've been living, I've had to deal with it to a certain extent too. And so even though it didn't get me today and it might not get me tomorrow, 10 years from now, if it happened at the wrong time, it could spark something because I'm already half full. You know what I'm saying? I'm already at the brim now. I'm at the brim, the edge right now already. And so another 10 years of people pouring bullshit into me, it might spill out one day. And so that's all this is. This shit spilled out. She's offended. She's offended that she's being belittled by somebody who probably can't even pay their bills, and she could potentially have a couple $1,000,000 sitting in that account. And so all it took was for a poor broke white bitch to see that shit, hit her bank account, bam, and be like, "Oh, see them numbers," and just get an attitude. That's all. See the numbers and just get attitude. It's happened to me, but it ain't never happened to me like this. And then most times it happened to me, I just kind of have a conversation about it. I'm always open for talking about my businesses and what I do and all that kind of shit. So I just kind of talk about who I am and what I do and all that kind of shit. And then after a while, uh, I am a professional at the shit that I do. And so if I start talking about the shit that I do, I'm gonna sound like a professional, and that shit is usually enough for somebody to understand. And then you looking at my account too, so you know that I'm not like a lower class person, you know. And so yeah, I ain't gonna draw this out no longer. I low key just wanted to run that one up with y'all because I was like, okay, this is a subject I actually feel passionate about, and it got nothing to do with color or racism. None of that shit was the shit that struck me. It was really just the way it was all thrown into the wind, like it actually had no backbone. When in reality, it was the whole substance of the issue. The whole substance of the issue was the person in the bank was being racist towards this black woman. She was so irate because she just couldn't believe that in 2025 at that time, she at 65 years old, while in the bank trying to get her money out the bank, was experiencing racism. And so yeah, that's a whole situation. And I don't think I'm gonna make that like no focus, but it definitely still take place. And so you seen it, you watched the video. If I'm wrong, get in the comments, let me know. If you disagree, you welcome to your opinion. If you think it was still just an excuse, if you think her saying banking while black was just like another excuse, or her pulling the race card, let me know in the comments. We ain't got no beef over here, man. I appreciate everybody's opinion, and if you got something to say, I'm here to hear it, and we can do it over and over again. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make YouTube my new home outside of whatnot, and so for this to go, I got to do it with my whole heart. And so today, y'all got a little bit of piece of me. I appreciate y'all time, and I'll see y'all on the next one.